Let's try that. We are also going to go live on me and Corey's channels, just for fun, just to see what happens. Yeah, that's it. This is gonna be post produced much more like the live stream. We're also going live on me and Corey's channels, and we're just gonna rip it. With that being said,
it's unlisted.
I think you have to change that. With that being said, I have much less actual topics to get into. I see in the first thing I open our Discord, the first thing I see is join the live to hear hot mom and 14 boys.
I also saw that.
I would like to start out talking about the weekly challenge that I did today. It's fresh on my mind. I actually have the bag that I utilized right here.
Oh my goodness.
Because
Bro's popping out the instant bag.
Yeah, it's a little small guy. I played so well. I threw the disc so bad, but I putted so well today. And I just want to give a shout out to the Bernie Marble. This thing's insane. Also, this guy. I may unironically bag this. This thing is the Jing from Yikun discs. This is like the antithesis.
That is.
Go ahead.
That is borderline racial slur, and I don't know what to feel about that.
It's named after the Chinese, I think either mythological or some sort of deity, Jing Qin. It's kind of the antithesis of discs that I would normally like, in that it is very deep and it is also beaded. But this thing is sick, man.
What's it do?
Very straight. So it's listed as a 2401, and I think that's pretty accurate. I just kind of
so it's a straight but beaded putter.
I could throw this really hard and it wouldn't
like a judge
get squirrely on me. It would just kind of fade a little bit. So
where did you pick that up?
I got this from infinitedisc.com using my own affiliate link to pay myself back for this purchase. Actually, I think that was before that was a thing. But I got this from Infinite. I can't really remember why, but I ordered it. And I've had it for probably over a year and threw it for the first time today. I almost aced with my first throw with it, actually.
That's
hit
awesome.
The basket.
I need to get on the courses so I can try to get some aces, like fast. This is the year of the ace. If I don't ace this year, I'm quitting disc golf. I've already said that. So
finally,
buddy, I gotta,
my boy.
We're getting it. I gotta start going out there and ripping.
Yeah, we need hashtag get Tyler an ace 2025.
Yeah,
that's got to be a thing.
Well, I don't really trust it. I don't think Tyler aces this year, but I
think he does. I think it's going to be with an inner core as well. I'm gonna say it's with a throwing inner core right in the basket.
Such a good straight flyer.
I don't get the Sky God 4's beaded though, right, Mike? Mike said that putter looked like a Sky God 4, or I mean beadless. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's beadless. It is beadless.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any?
You just played this weekly challenge. What was that? That was your big conclusion here?
Yeah, I really like that putter. Also, I don't know, man. I have a mental disability unrelated to that.
Can't wait to clip that one.
I thought we got rid of all of this through our conversation yesterday. Was it yesterday or this morning? I don't even
remember. I wish that every time that I threw a mid-range, my first immediate thought wasn't, I kind of want to throw a different mid-range than that. It's like
you do that so
it's
much,
the past,
man.
3 years of my life. I don't understand.
Yeah,
I hate it.
Kind of crazy.
That's me and that's me and distance drivers. It's cool. I figured it out. Now I need to go unlock something else.
Pod title Taylor comes out as neurodivergent, bro. We've been knowing that. Also, if Tyler aced in Charlotte with the boys, that would be absolutely electric.
Dude, we gave him a beautiful opportunity.
I am working on that right now. So everyone has to figure out some availability in September.
September?
In September? Okay. I'm just kidding. Of course.
You got to wake me up when it ends.
Oh,
for our graphics team, also Corey, we should make some individual thumbnails for going live for the podcast on our channels.
That's I wish. Dude, we can do whatever you want. I'll call him right now. Can you send me live again?
Yeah,
I wish I understood how live stream is
because it's public now.
Okay.
What?
But you should be.
I was also trying to get your thing up here.
Tyler, how did this weekly challenge go for you while they're looking for this?
Is this trolling now at this point? Just be honest.
Oh my gosh. Tyler, why don't you tell him why? Because I forgot, because it's been so long.
Okay, Jamie, pull up the clip of me looking down at my phone where everybody was talking about this, but I was still listening to everything was going on. Last week I went out.
Well, not listening enough to remember the requirements of the challenge.
And now Mike's going to increase my 40% to like 45% talking because I'm going to tell a mini story.
That was a criminal take, by the way. That was a criminal take. I got to say it.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I had to figure it out. I'm like, all right, so what kind of lasting impression am I leaving? Anyways, last week I went out and played, and my goal this year is to not do worse than a double bogey on any single hole when I go out and play, no matter what. It could be screwing around, whatever. This the third hole, I triple bogey, and I'm like, dude, not even halfway through the year and I already blew my load. So then I dog it out the rest of the round to squeak out a decent score. So I think I shot like 207 rated on UDisc or something like that. And lo and behold, I put it in the group and everyone's like, DQ'd, you're out, you're gone. And I was like, why? And they're like, because you threw this, you threw this, you threw this, you threw this. Listen, I'm just going to tell you right now, if you're telling me that there is some sort of like, I don't even know how to explain this. Like, it is so dumb.
Minor interjection. If you're new here, we do weekly challenges in our Discord. The challenge this week is it's a weekly tags league virtually in our Discord. The challenge this week was to use one disc per manufacturer, so you could only use one disc per manufacturer. Sorry, Tyler, I just wanted to interject some context for the boys.
Got to do it. Mike, you did not bully me into doing anything.
I'm turning my light off right now.
Yeah, do it. So anyways, yeah, I threw a Luna and a Pipeline. So those are both from the same manufacturer. I threw, what else, Matt? What else was wrong? An Innova disc. I put an Innova disc and an Infinite disc in the bag.
What? No. I thought we just used that example.
I think it was just the two Discraft.
It was just the Luna Pipeline.
Yeah.
We just gave a different description as well.
And I threw the Pipeline once, maybe twice, but I know for a fact once I went back and retraced. Other than that, I putted with the Lunas. I didn't even throw the Lunas. Anyways, I was told I got DQ'd, so I just refused to put up another score.
Actually, you were told that it was going to be a penalty assessment, and you said you would like to be.
We just told you it was going to be a penalty, and then you DQ'd yourself. And then we said, bro,
the penalty was dumb. Listen, if you're telling me I broke the rules, I broke the rules. DQ'd. Get me out of there.
All right.
No way. And by the way, I went back into UDisc.
It says so.
I went back in the UDisc and I deleted that round like it never happened. So no more triple bogey, and
it's a fraudulent round. Yeah, it's just.
So, I did a 99 or whatever they call it in DGA or DG. PDGA.
999.
Yeah, see, Scott says the DQ is sounds good. That works for me. Scott, how about you do something and actually do a challenge with us?
This guy's out here just talking about ice cream, and he's just
and also he was definitely talking about Dairy Queen, but
I have nothing against Scott. Oh, I'm just saying I'm a little upset that Scott has been here, OG member, and has not put in a single challenge.
Scott might be the most OG member.
He is.
He is.
Gotta be.
Scott, put in the comments, what episode did you legit start watching this? We got to know.
This is such a good question here.
He says, Scott, don't play disc golf. Yeah, okay. Calm down, Mike.
He says he'll do the next one here. Okay, this is weird. I'm looking at like two chats.
Yo, shout out Blitz, my guy.
Shout out Blitz for checking in with us tonight.
Mac doesn't play disc golf now.
Wow, Scott says he's been here since the first episode.
First episode? Wait, Barbarian, are you bogeying whatever in our Discord? And you've really been here since episode 2? Because I do remember you saying that
he had some OG references.
He did have some OG references.
So then we got to know, Mike, what episode did you start watching? Now we got to start. I mean, I'm going to say like episode like 30 something. would be my guess.
I think he's been watching for what episode are we on?
This is 64, man.
Yeah, there's no way. Okay, first off, 61 is wrong. But
how did he find our Discord if he just started watching at 61 though? Can't be.
I feel like the higher the episode number, the more the Discord gets plugged though. So
he says,
yeah, good night. We love plugging that Discord. Join our Discord. We talk about disc golf quite frequently.
Too much, some could say. Some could argue too much. Corey, I don't know what's happening with your stream, man. It says you're live.
It says connect streaming software to go live.
Blitz. Unfortunately, Corey doesn't actually know how to use YouTube.
The stream key again.
He's fighting his demons, so Corey does not actually talk in these.
Dang, thanks, Mac. Appreciate it.
No, I'm trying to.
Yeah, Mac is really giving.
It's
giving him for the clout.
It's a good time.
It's the same one.
Maybe it's time to put the parameters back in place. Then I don't know. That's sad.
That is, man.
What are we talking about?
Nothing.
We're talking about trying to send Corey completely Corn Bob live.
I would love to send completely Corn Bob live. What a great! I had two people really relaxing.
You're gonna send him somewhere, and it's not live.
Yeah, it's not live.
You're all gonna.
I'll say this:
pushing Dad to the edge.
I'll say this: I played great in my challenge.
It's freaking me out because in the corner of the screen, it says someone else, but it's.
Are you on your? Are you on completely?
I'm on my channel. Yeah.
Oh, it does say you're live now. You're live.
Let's
Look at
go,
that.
dude.
Yeah, you're live. You're fine.
I don't know.
I'm looking at it right
I
now.
just had to copy and paste
this?
it.
Forehand grip.
Frisbee.
No, I mean, what is this? This is
I know what that
secret
is.
Weapon.
I haven't got my freaking.
It is Corey's child
yet.
So we were looking for. We're looking for stuff in used section once we hooked up Matt with those used discs, and then I saw that one. I'm like, "Yep, send it to Corey." Everyone heard me say it, so they knew it was coming.
Corey, just so you know, Blitz said you look like you're in the childhood room in your attic, which is a pretty apt description.
I am. there's a Pokemon. There's some Sonic. There's some more Sonic. That hat doesn't fit me anymore because it's from my childhood.
Had it since he was a wee
there's a lot of Spider-Man. Where's my boards? Oh, it's over here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so hard to Spider-Man, snowboard,
freaking Spider-Man on it.
No, there's no Spider-Man on the snowboard.
No shout out to your present.
Yeah, it doesn't even mention it. Wow,
doesn't even know.
Oh, that.
Doesn't even know.
Oh, dude, you know what's funny? What? Someone tried to give me another one of these, and I totally just forgot to take it. And then they were like, dude, you forgot this. And it was in Kentucky. It was in Kentucky, and I was like, no, it's right here. And I like gaslit them.
Imagine you get enough of the same like duplicative posters to just cover your entire background.
Just the whole thing.
Like it looks like a green screen, but it's just actually just the same poster over and over again.
What's the stack of white discs behind you though?
Those are all stiff Marvel white with black stamp putters.
Beautiful.
And a 1997 Red Wings Stanley Cup hat from my grandpa.
You guys, this is slightly embarrassing, but I'm gonna tell you guys a story. This is not a vulnerability. Can't talk vulnerability.
Okay. So this is gonna be a Taylor like.
This isn't actually that big of a deal.
Never mind.
So my weekly challenge round today, I was playing, and you guys, describe your mental game in a sentence when you play disc golf.
When I play disc golf or when I play the challenge?
Both.
Because my mental during the challenge is non-existent.
Yeah.
I suck at these challenges.
That is true.
Normal disc golf?
Mentally ill.
100% healthy.
Like, I don't know what you're exactly asking, but I would say for me, I don't know. I try to keep it in play and make my putts.
We should have to Mac's point, we should put a window on the live stream that combines all of our chats. I could do that. That would be fun. I'm going to tell you where I'm getting at here. Today I played my weekly challenge. In my mindset, I don't know why I started this, but around like hole 3 or hole 2, actually, I started. Mentally, my mental conversation was Tyler was there with me and he was my caddy. And I was talking through every shot as if Tyler was there with me and he was my caddy. And I think I played so much better, like smarter because
I played
of
like
that.
dog.
No, I played so much smarter because of that. But it was so
How do
funny.
you
I had
normally
him-
do it then?
nothing.
Ryan Reynolds.
Absolutely nothing. Zero thoughts, period. But I had a moment on hole 9 specifically where I had this the last time I played. I don't know what's happening right now. My forehand's better than my backhand. I'm in a crisis. But I literally could not hit a line off the tee to save my life. And I threw a flip like off the fairway, but it was like 60 away. So like I had like a decent straddle putt at it. And I was having this mental conversation with Tyler in my head. I was like, I'm not playing bad. I'm just not like scoring. Like I don't have any like real like good birdies. I was like, I got to start scoring soon. And I just drained the 60 footer like prayer putt. And I was like, Tyler's my guy.
There it is.
You knew.
I tell
Tyler,
Matt, what is my number one putting tip? Do you remember? I'm pretty sure I told you when we were
You
getting
probably
ready.
did.
When we were getting
Is
ready
it
for the
that-
tournament.
Is it that beginner friendly thing that you keep saying every single week? You go, hey guys, just remember to just put it on the table and just let it
No.
slide across the table. That's dude.
You-
You've said that 40 times, and then I
have
watch you
not
putt,
said-
and
I
that's
have
not
not.
what you do.
I'm kind of a
you-
nose up floaty putter.
I just mean like you're like slide it across
I would-
the table, and then I watch you, and you're like,
Corey actually
Talk.
like slides it like really low. So
just
my
that
number one, I'm pretty sure maybe I didn't say this, but I thought I did. My number one putting tip is you got to tell yourself you're going to make the putt before you do it. You got
you
to
did tell me that.
you got to mentally say I'm going to make this putt, and then boom,
And
you'll make
You
it.
I also had a similar thing going on in my weekly challenge just a couple hours ago, where I am bad when I start to play well. I'm like, oh crap, how do I do this? I've never done this before.
Jack
I shot-
Nicklaus. Oh, sorry, I thought you were done. See, I told you I try to time this and I can't time it right. Go ahead, Matt. Sorry.
I was just saying I shot like 7 down on this round, which is like kind of whatever for this course. But I was like, as I was doing better, I was like, I don't know how to do this. Like I'm getting nervous about like 12-foot putts. But then I thought, you know who's really good when there's pressure? Tyler. And so I just said,
man.
I'm just draining that. And I made every
Guys-
single putt. from
You guys are
C1.
building me up way too much.
No, you're just good during pressure. but-
This is the one thing I've remembered is that Jack Nicklaus, who was arguably one of the greatest golfers of all time, said you can't be afraid to win. So when you get into the moment where you're at the top, you can't be afraid to win. So you got to keep going. You got to go after
There
it.
could be
So-
such a good, just absolutely fire cap cut Tyler edit with just some like inspirational quotes behind it. That would be so sick.
I had-
B-roll shots of
Stupid.
him missing every putt,
Yeah.
just
Um,
caging every single one.
Speaking of this weekly challenge, I took a rangefinder because I told you guys like 2 weeks ago that I'm really bad at gauging distances. I'm really bad at gauging distances.
Nice.
And the rangefinder confirmed. Every time I'd walk up and go, I have an 18-footer. Range find 27 feet. It was just like the every C2 putt I had, I thought was a C1 putt. I walked up, range found 45 feet, and I thought it was in C1.
You need
So-
glasses or something.
I just can't. I'm not a good gauge of distances, especially when it gets close. So, but no, I think I made like, I don't know. You have to look at the stats, but I think I made 16 to 16 C1 X putts.
Yeah, I could not
So-
throw the disc today, but I putted so well. I just the Marvel. I love that thing, man.
What is it
Yeah.
about the Marvel you like?
I think it's
Gliding?
just like it's
Everything.
the perfect in between of like a glidey deep putter that doesn't feel like a glidey deep putter. Like it's still decently shallow, but
I
it's
would agree with
roundy and like glidey enough to where I think I made a lot of putts today that with the Tomb would have hit the cage because it just doesn't have the same glide. Which Gannon
Yeah,
Burr will tell
I
you
agree
that that's a
with you
good thing to have a like PA3 Tomb
And
style
honestly,
putter to
Taylor-
make you commit to putting. But
Mhm.
I have commitment issues, so here we are.
Honestly,
Ooh.
Taylor, wouldn't you say that it feels good in the hand?
Yeah, I'd say that.
Yeah.
The right one, left one.
Tyler loves that.
The problem I had with the Marvel is that I feel like I couldn't. It wasn't fast enough for me from Circle 2. Like I like a faster putter from Circle 2.
Tyler,
I
is
don't
the
see that.
you have with the Marvel the
What do you
same problem
mean
you
by
have every week
faster?
when you swap putters, though?
Hold on,
Or
Corey
go
was
to
saying something, and then
stigmatism.
come back to Matt. Corey,
What
what
do
you
you
say?
mean by faster?
Like if you have a faster speed putt and you spin it, it'll get to the basket faster and it won't float as much.
Isn't that just how you throw it?
No, I don't think so.
I definitely think there are putters
Like I can
that are
float. I
floatier
can
than
float a
others.
driver, and I can
Well,
also.
I can
Yeah,
flip
Yeah, but
it
if
right.
I don't change anything in my rhythm of how I putt, a 3-speed, like a Logic, will putt faster than an AVR. Like it's
Yeah, but if you're in C2, you're not putting the same way you're putting from like 15 feet.
I know. So it takes. I mean, there's more distance to cover, so I got to spin it more. So what happens with me if I use like a 2-speed putter is that it starts getting floaty on me, and I'll miss the basket way left. Like if I use a 3-speed, it'll hold that line a lot longer and get to the basket.
See, I don't think you're right. I think you hit cage. I think you
don't
hit
think you're right.
cage once, and then you go, "This is too slow," and then you change putters.
Okay,
'cause that's
well,
what you
we
always do.
can straight up say that the higher you go up in speed, the less wind resistance it should have because it's a
Yeah,
faster.
but between a
disc.
2 and a 3,
There's still a difference. He's not saying there's a big difference.
I don't
but
think
there's a
there is.
difference. But millimeter wise, there is. So that's
So-
going to relate to some change in like some. I'm not saying it's a big one.
You're telling me you couldn't
like someone
feel
carrying an 8-speed and a 9-speed.
you can't feel a difference in how the putter flies from, we'll call it 35 feet with a Marvel compared to like a Luna?
No, it's the same.
No, it's
I
different,
was
bro.
putting with a Luna before the Marvel.
No, it's different.
Did somebody out there with a
Oh, okay,
high speed
sorry.
camera?
Matt, what was your question?
I said, are you sure it's not the fact that you change putters every single week? You're on 18
it-
putters and it's 2025. We just
That's
got
what
in
I'm
this.
saying. He'll do one cage, and be like, "Too slow.
No.
I gotta get another putter," and then just grab
Okay,
something else.
no. I'm saying two unrelated.
I
things.
putted
I'm
for
saying
8 months with the Steady BL last year, which is a 2-speed putter. It was nice while it lasted, but like it from circle 2, I was not making anything because it would just kind of like float out and miss to the left.
That sounds like
Yeah,
an
but
aim
you-
issue.
you've
No,
also
because as soon as I put a 3-speed putter back in my hand, it was right back online on what I wanted.
these are unrelated things. You've also been on the
Maybe.
Luna, Intercore, Marvel, back to Steadies, back to the Luna.
Okay,
waiting
in the
Intercore.
last full 12 months, I've putted with Steady BLs, I've putted with Lunas, I've putted with Intercores, and I'm back to Lunas. So I've only putted with 3 putters in the last 12 months. So just saying. Oh, you know what?
Lunas
I lied.
are 0
I
3
put-
putter
I
too,
putted-
though, so
I
like,
putted with the regular Steadies for about 2 weeks.
What speed is an intercore?
2.
I
feel
think
like
it's the
like
fact that the Lunas
less.
is 0-3 and it's just so overstable.
The what?
The Luna is a 0-3. It's just so overstable.
They've redone it. It's actually a 0-2.
I'm just trolling.
Hey, wait a second. Can we
I'm just
remember
trolling.
back to when I said they were going to do that, and everyone was like, "No, they're not going to do that," and then they did
That
that.
is true. Jamie could
Can I
pull
get some
that
respect,
clip.
please?
I
We
believe
could
we
pull
get
the clip.
immediate respect. So
No,
I
no,
think
no,
I don't
got
think
either.
I don't think your numbers were right. I think that's what we were arguing about.
I said they
'Cause
were
what is
going
it
to
now?
have to redo it.
2402 or something like that.
No,
Or
I think it's still
3402.
3-3 or 3-4-0-2.
I wish we could
3-4.
get a large collection of data talking about, do you feel a difference between a 2-speeded putter and a 3-speeded putter from circle 2?
Somebody
or
put the
something
poll in
like
the
that.
Discord. That's the scientific evidence.
Yeah, let's
we
get
need.
that poll in the
But
Discord.
it can't. It's got to be like it's got to be described.
Actually,
a
I think we
little
can
bit
do that
better.
in the YouTube chat. Thoughts?
I think we can actually. Yeah,
that's something you could
I
do
know
now.
for a fact we can. Wait a second. Wait a second. We might be innovating.
I almost
Engage
just
with your audience,
accidentally ended
start
the
a poll.
stream.
Dude, that would be so
I got it.
funny.
Whoopsie.
Oh, we're just chilling and then end it.
We're just
5
chilling,
minutes in.
While Matt does that, we did have some Pro Tour action go down this last weekend. Niklas Antila goes back to back, winning the Music City Open. I would like to start with the points update purely for the fact that I picked Niklas Antila and got 4 points.
Dude,
so
goated.
shout out to me.
Yeah.
Paul ruined my podium, even though Simon was my first pick and decided to not do anything. Shout out, Simon. I still respect you as a man. But I got 4 points for Nicholas as the winner, and Silas Schultz popping a top 10 from the dark horse position. Super sick. The only other points received was Matt picking Gannon Burr. So the total is now, I went from worst to first. I've got 6 points. Tyler has 5. Matt has 4. Corey has 3. So there's your points.
Can we-
update.
Kind of close.
Can we take a second and talk about that controversy really quick? I don't think Niklas knows how to play guitar.
Yeah, it's questionable, but he's like amassing a nice collection of Southern themed memorabilia, and
Yeah.
he's got a Gibson guitar now. He's
Do you
got
think
2
he's gonna
cowboy
move to
hats.
Texas? Or like,
Dude,
what if he makes enough money and his like US house is just in Texas somewhere? Like he buys a ranch.
here's what I'm saying. What if Niklas shows up at the press conference next year? Cowboy boots, jeans, big belt buckle, tucked in flannel, hat on, just commits to it 100%. I mean, he's
he has
telling
the cowboy hat.
Who-
he
was
he
has
is
the
saying
guitar.
okay. He said for some reason that he feels more at home. He feels the same amount of home in Texas as he does at his own home, which is
Hey,
the
man,
most
If they
random
got
thing
the
ever.
internet and he can play Fortnite, he's chilling, man. That's all he needs.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
He's
I
got the most wild accent too.
yeah.
Like he sounds like a robot.
Was it Scott asking for more like planned celebrations in disc golf? Because I mean, the Finnish cowboy could go hard with some like just finger guns. So bring the hat out there,
Oh,
get a
yeah.
little lasso
Hey,
that thing.
Dude,
He
Discmania
got
better
options.
do some stamps. That better be his
Yeah.
new
Yeah, just
tour
his new
series.
thing.
It's the Finnish cowboy.
Bro. It's just,
I just-
waiting.
I have this
You know?
like 2 different stats pulled up for Niklas that I just want to say how much of a dog he is. So last week at the MVP's Open at Austin, the final round, he had a 67% birdie percentage that led the field in the final round. This week in the final round, other than Gannon going scorched earth with a 78%, Niklas had the second best birdie percentage of 72%. So the dude is an absolute dog because he shows up the last round. He had 12 birdies in last week's tournament, and then this last weekend's tournament, 13. Dog in the final round.
He is
Dog.
and I had put some various questions in our Discord for us to talk about tonight, but like as far as moments that stood out in this tournament to me, like the roles are so reversed where like 15 Paul goes OB, throws a terrible shot, the wind carries it OB, which choke, by the way. But also Nicholas then out of position just says, I could just end this man's whole career right now, and just throws in that like 70-foot putt. That was bro is built different right now.
Can I just say, why is the most stable driver that Paul has is a force, even if it's a stable force in the bag? Why does he not have a Venom or some other disc that's like is a Predator a 12 speed?
No, that's a 9.
Oh no, not the Predator. There's another one that's like a
Punisher?
Punisher.
Well, the Punisher has the same flight numbers as a Force.
Yeah, but
It's
I've
I think it's flatter.
I heard it's a little bit more like stable
Yeah,
But
probably
anyways.
because they don't make it that often. So I don't know.
I mean, I don't understand why he doesn't have a more stable driver in the bag, like a machete at least, or something like that. Like it's crazy.
Well, I mean,
I do want to
He's
say
definitely-
quickly, shout out to Discraft for realizing, oh, hey, we can make money on YouTube. Let's just make Paul actually do it in the bag for the first time since like 2019. Thank you. Blessed.
I was about to say, bro's throwing more Buzz SS's. He's throwing flippier stuff now.
He's still old school
Dude,
though.
next year he's gonna be throwing a
Look,
Hades.
I was going to say this too, and I wish I had brought the stats because Matt saying that brought it up in my mind. Paul, at his ripe old age of however old he is, he's not actually that old in my mind, is like top 3 in all the driving statistics and just cannot putt right. He's like one of the best throwers on tour right now.
And back in the day, it was opposite.
Yeah,
Like,
would
he
just
was the
make
putter.
every putt. Yeah,
Hey, I have a question on my stream from Benoit.
what's up, Ben?
What about difference between overstable and understable putters from Circle 2? I personally would rather go overstable, even if I'm going backhand, like normal
Really?
putt.
I was going to say
Yeah, I would
understable
rather-
for sure.
I would rather Annie flex one because I know that it's gonna like flip over and then like dive bomb.
So I'll say this: I do Annie Flex a Luna from like 50, not 50, like 60, 70 feet. That's when it starts to, like, I don't even have to think about it. Like I do a step putt now from Circle 2. I have been for like the last couple months. It just, my body just automatically does it because I don't know. I don't think like, oh, I
Good
have
time
to.
to start step putting right when they're
I know.
gonna.
I mean,
stop
that's
it.
why I keep making everything from Circle 2. I'm not gonna, well, not keep making, but that's why I have a partially a better Circle 2 percentage make. Is the step putt is just nasty.
You guys
I
think
finally got to figure it out?
they will ever actually do that?
No,
No,
I don't think
I don't
so.
either.
not in the next
Like, I'm not
5.
saying like chain. Well, actually, I do change putters from Circle 2 because the premium plastic marbles are a little more stable. But no, it's more or less like, would you rather have an understable or overstable putter?
I would rather
And I'd
have
rather
a.
have an overstable.
So
It's more of like a beat-in putter from distance, is what it is.
So back in the day, this was probably what, like 2016 or 2017.
That's a good question.
I ordered 2 putters. I wanted to try PA2s to putt with. I went on to discgolfcenter.com and I ordered PA2s, right? 2 of them. I did not realize until they got there that one of them was max weight and one of them was 130 grams. I will tell you, if you have a spin putt with a 130 gram putter, bro, if there was no wind, if there was wind, obviously that thing was, who knows where that thing's going.
Yeah.
But with no wind, I could just normal putt from like what felt like a 20 footer from like 70 and make them. It
Yep.
was wild.
So that's
Do you
the
guys
James Proctor
change-
strategy. Go ahead, Corey.
Oh, I have another question, so you should probably.
Oh no, that's
Continue.
so James Proctor keeps one of his putters from last year in his bag only for Circle 2s and like little short upshots.
Yeah.
I used to not be able to do that. I'm trying to do that now. I used to literally, my putters were so flippy, those Pures that I used to have, that like I would throw them and they would just never move, and I was always trusting them to fade into the basket. That's why like the Marvels has been such a good thing, not because of the Marvels specifically, but just because they're new putters. Yeah, go to disc. But I'm trying to get that James Proctor move where he doesn't necessarily throw it harder, or at least he says he doesn't, but instead he just uses more leg. He says,
Yeah.
I take a flip your putter and I use more leg and I still aim directly in the middle.
That's what I was going to
That's
say.
like my goal.
I would rather use an understable putter from C2 if I was going to change, because I could putt more normally and just have it glide farther.
Yeah, I think that's a commitment. Putt more normally, or you're going to throw it harder and you feel like you want a more stable putter to fade out into the basket. But I think Corey is definitely
you guys change your putt like from distance?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm kind of straight on putting from like Circle 1, and then the more farther I am, my back foot goes farther like behind me.
Yeah.
And then
That's
I'm
what Paul
almost
McBeth
more
does.
sideways. Yeah.
Paul talks about it in videos ago that he lengthens his stance for the distance.
I just
I've
try
heard
right now.
people
I'm trying
doing
to, like
that
I
for,
said, I'm
uphill and
just
downhill
copying
as
James
well.
Proctor.
Like have a
Oh,
farther
yes, I've
back
seen
leg
that.
for uphill and then less for downhill.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm literally just trying to copy James Putter and just like James Proctor, James Putter. God.
Can I ask another
Just swap
question?
more.
James Putter.
I just want to use more legs and not do that. Which like I'm
The
good until I'm like 45
puttologist.
and it's weird.
Taylor, when you put in the group chat like Rip Silva Saarinen, was it just because she double bogeyed 17?
It was
Like
specifically
what exactly happened? I actually don't really know.
so
She died in the flood.
She
Dang,
she's dead.
Rip.
No, she
Yeah.
she had 2 bad holes the entire tournament. She averaged 10-20 and lost.
That's crazy.
She
That's
had
crazy.
2 bad holes the entire tournament, and they just so happened to be 17 and 18 of the final round. It's very unfortunate. But I specifically typed Rip Silva Saarinen when the camera would just like not. I felt like every shot was just farther zoomed into her crying after she lost. I was like, bro, like, can we do
Oh,
anything
man.
else but this right now? But no.
Matt, can I just ask you a question?
Yeah.
How does it feel that if you and her
Still being 14.
you and her went out there and played and she beat you by like 20 strokes?
I don't know. You know what? How does it feel that she'd go out and beat you by 10?
She won't beat me by 10. Maybe like 6.
You're talking
max.
Silva?
6 max.
Somebody started GoFundMe for both of these things. To
I mean,
happen.
let's make
Yeah,
this
we need
happen
to try
here.
and-
But if
we
we're
need to try
going
and
off
figure
raw
this out.
rating, she's beating you by like 10.
I think the over under for you is 19. For me, I think the over under is like 7. Or it's more like 6.5 for me. For you, it's like 18. and a
What's
half.
your rating right now? What's your last like couple? I
mean,
mean, the
I think
only way
my-
we can do this is raw rating right
My
now. even though
rating
it-
on PDGA, I think, is like 916. But my last couple tournaments, I was shooting like 930, 950.
Mm,
And that was last
Um,
year in the springtime or something like that.
right, yeah, because I remember when you played that string of them. I don't know. I think it low key depends on the course.
How do you think
I
that
mean-
it changes if there's also the opportunity to take a mulligan anytime you want to, but you have to eat a slice of Little Caesars pizza?
Oh, she's getting dumpstered. What does she
Oh,
weigh? 115 pounds. This is
She getting
this,
smacked,
her life.
dude. One piece of pizza, she's down for the count.
I think
yeah.
is
this
she like really nasty with the putter?
Yeah.
bro? I'm really nasty with
I
putter
need-
right now.
It seems like
it's
she has
driving
no
right now.
emotions though towards anything. Like
That's how I feel about her too.
she doesn't get aggressive.
Yeah.
She just kind of throws, and
Yeah.
then she's like, "All right."
Except when
I
she
just-
lost and was
here's-
crying, and then the camera was like
Yeah.
enhanced.
Here's a
She-
question: how far can she throw? That's what I need
See,
to. That's what I need to know.
I've heard mixed opinions because I feel like all last year everybody was like, Silva's going to be good. She just can't throw that far. And then like I was hearing people at Nashville say
Mhm.
that like she's probably got 400 easy.
What?
I
Yeah,
feel like
that is not
that's
what I've heard at
completely
all.
different things.
No
That's completely
way.
different.
Also, I don't
Who,
know how
Grant
far
Zollner said
any FPO players can throw. Like
They can
I
they
don't-
can go
not
pretty far.
compared to not compared to themselves, but like in general.
I think
Like,
top
really-
tier
like,
top tier
how
FPO
far can-
distance is 450, I would say. And some can
Okay.
throw past that, but it's more of like a like less accurate sending one
Is
situation.
Kristen throwing 450 ish?
No.
No.
No,
She's
Kristen's
throwing
not.
like 375. That's where she's getting out to.
Okay.
Kristen is
she's
up
just
there
more
in the
accurate.
500s. She is.
No,
I'm
listen,
sorry.
I've
There's no way
seen
she's up there in the
I've
500s.
seen all the I followed the girls for a couple holes at Worlds. Like they don't those girls don't push more than 400 other than like Ella or Holland.
Okay.
Those girls. Like
I feel
they're
like
they're
it's-
like between 350 and 375 like comfortably.
I feel like I have to say this because of who commented. Kristen is up there in the 500s.
Who's
No way, Jose.
Come on, bro. Get out of here.
No way, Jose. That's his name.
But yeah,
Uh,
Silva's the 4th best putter in FPO right?
Yeah, but what
Okay.
does that make
Consistent.
her? What does that make her?
So
stat-wise?
she
Like
she
85.
putted. Her strokes gained putting was a 9.9, and Kristen's was like around a 6.
What's her C1X and what's her C2 putting?
Oh, C1X is
Yeah, who's her ex?
82. She's 4th, and then C2 she is first at 33%.
Wait, do they have seasonal stats now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know
wouldn't-
that.
I don't think. I'll be honest. I think it comes down to Right. Let's say she's 10% better at putting than me.
I will
Right,
tell
I'm
you.
72.
I will tell you. 33% C2 is an elite MPO number. Like that is
Yeah.
a top
No,
4
the
or 5
C2 is good.
C2
Say
MPO
she's
putter.
10% better than me C1 putting, and then say I pop a 15 C2, 15% C2.
Regardless, she's still going out there and smacking you on a 20 piece.
I don't think on a 20 piece. I'm saying less than. I'm not saying she's not smacking me, to be clear, but I don't think on a 20 piece.
How many
I
putts
don't
do you
know.
make during a round?
Not
Dude,
many.
she's 975 rated. Like that's sneaky, really good.
She just shot 10-20 on
Not
the weekend.
disagreeing that it's sneaky really good. I don't know, Corey. I made I had 16 putts outside of C1X today.
Okay.
Dang, Mike says she's putting up a 30 spot on Mac.
Hey, Mike, I
Goodness
saw your round of that Mickey
gracious.
Mouse course, buddy.
I've seen
Let's not
more
bring that
than
up.
I've seen more than a round of Mike. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm not saying I do well, Scott, but I'm saying give me below 20 somewhere. It kind of
What
depends on how
course?
many wooded. I think definitely wooded.
Okay.
Dang, the last 2 events she's finished second place. That's feel bad.
Give me wooded and give me
It's trending.
I don't know.
Yeah, she went up 4 points in her rating. So now she's 979 rated actually because ratings adjusted
Ratings
yesterday. I
updated,
missed
yeah.
it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Who
now
else
she's
is on MVP FPO? Her and Sarah.
Ratana.
Yeah.
Oh, and Raton.
Oh yeah, that's more of a mascot.
Did you say Sarah Holcomb?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said Sarah.
Oh.
I said, but
Hey, wait.
besides for her and Sarah, I don't know if
Did you guys see the 15 or 16-year-old MVP player?
Oh,
FPO who
yeah.
went on and
yeah,
popped like the best C1X putting.
Yeah.
yeah. She
know?
won like the juniors or something like that. She was on Eagles channel.
Hey, Sarah Hokum, Elaine King. Put some respect on Elaine King, Madison Walker, and that's
You used
it.
to have a fission photon from that.
And then what's that girl's name?
Scott, I don't know if I could shoot under par at Music City Open. I'd have to really look at the course on the FPO thing.
Oh, hold on. I just got to say this real quick before dude, you know who like I don't know the right word is like actually throws really far I've seen in person? Ellie Ezra, the disc explodes out of her hand.
I
She has to have the
will-
craziest looking form.
If
too.
we can get Matt to the Music City Open course, which probably doesn't exist because it's probably already out of the ground, I would put $500 on a round if he played under par.
Are you able to play it outside of that,
No.
or is it just different?
Well,
It's
okay,
like
what was her
pasture.
best round at the Music City Open course? Anyone know?
Wait, what?
Any course that has an elevation of more than 100 feet, Matt will not shoot under par at.
Tyler, you have to. Okay, according to UDisc ratings, I am 100 points up in ratings off of my like first couple rounds of the year.
2 7
Compared to
downs and
last
an
year.
8 down. So was
Listen, this
I can
wasn't-
shoot.
This
I can
wasn't
shoot
supposed to
13
be
over.
a smack Matt in the face thing. I just wanted to know Matt's opinion about
Okay,
her putting
I
up a
think
20
it's
piece on
less-
him. That's all I wanted.
I think it's less than 20. I don't think it's a lot less than 20. Give me.
But the question was, what if she did? Like,
what did she
she's that
shoot?
good?
goaded.
What did she shoot last round? What was her score?
8 down.
10-18 or something like that.
8 down.
Yeah, 8 down. It was 10-20 rated.
10-20. There it is.
But that's what I'm saying. If
I think
Tyler's
I
giving
readjusted
me,
10-18.
I don't know,
Corey,
man. I can see.
if Tyler's giving me 20 strokes on the FPO layout, that's I could shoot like what 12 over versus her 8 down and be within Tyler's 20 strokes. What did I shoot at Iron Hill FPO?
8 points per stroke was
8 points per
how
stroke.
how ratings calculated for that event.
Yeah, disc Tay is crazy. But Tyler, I shot 14 over on the FPO at Iron Hill with a torn hip flexor.
By yourself in the woods.
What do you mean?
So
Just saying, by herself.
If it was by 20,
woods.
you would have shot 852. Quick math.
Oh, that's a yeah. The round today was 884 technically.
Listen, the point of the question was, she's.
I don't
good.
feel bad. To be clear, I don't feel bad if she does. She's a professional. She should. But I think I can sneak a little less than that.
I would actually pay.
12.
I actually would pay her a couple bucks to play around with me, so I could just play against her and see what is she doing that I could replicate, because she's playing really, really good, right? She's probably not throwing further than me. Probably.
Try wearing a skirt.
I'm done.
Mike, I don't. That is not a good assessment because
Because he has wore skirts.
no.
Maybe it is the putting. I don't know, but you still got to throw it like decent.
Wait,
it's definitely the putting.
Yeah, but you got to give yourself chances too. So I wonder.
Taylor, what did I have to?
Well,
what did I
if she
have to
puts it
shoot?
in the middle of the
852.
fairway,
What was
but
the
then
rating to
she
beat
can
that?
putt.
852 would be
C2.
right at 20. So like 860,
Okay.
870 to
My everyday
to be the under.
UDisc competition rating is 178, which translates to 856.
All right.
So it'd be close. It's a good line. It's a good line.
It's a great line actually.
I don't like
think I
this
can see
rating.
100.
I don't like this rating thing. 'Cause
Dude,
I
I've
never
moved
liked
on
the
from
rating
this.
transition.
You're considering the courses near you rated around the same as the FPO layout for Music City.
Tyler's moved on.
No, I just compared.
So
Iron
we're
Hill
moving
last
on.
year.
I have two more
Silva-
questions for the
Hold on.
pod.
Silva, 48% circle one in regulation. So she's throwing it well. And then 72% C2 regulation. I think that's where it is.
Okay.
Join the Discord.
Let me rewatch FPO round. I'll watch Silva's round. And I'll tell you honestly what I think she would beat me by.
Join the
Can
Discord.
I show you guys? Can I
Let
show
us
you one
know
more thing?
what you think.
Okay. This. Can you see that? Can anyone see that?
I can see that.
Well, we have to push it to our stream.
Oh, can we do that?
Jamie,
is that possible?
Yeah, give me a
Jamie, can you please push us to
second.
the stream?
It's Tammy.
This is going to settle a little discussion that we had in our Discord. So I feel like I have to just throw this up there. It's a lot closer than I thought.
Mac, I'm down with 15 strokes. Like I said, I think it's going to be 15 or 16, but I think it's going to be under 20.
She's still putting up a 20 piece on you though, right?
Yeah. No, I'm saying I think I think it's under 20. Maybe Scott's been thinking I was saying I was going to like tire. I don't think I'm going to tire.
The stream can see.
I think it's going to be like.
So we had a
15,
discussion
16.
about with these two head to head, and here is where it's been the last two seasons, last year and this year so far. Ella's got Silva by like 10 strokes, but the records are really close. Got one more win than Ella, but Ella's a little bit more better top 10 essentially. So we were discussing who would you rather have in a final round if you had to win a golf tournament, either Silva or Ella. So there you go. I just wanted to share
Ella
that.
gets too emotional.
I think I agree with you.
Both are
I
known
think
to choke.
she doesn't want. They got to figure out how to play disc golf. Why you should have caddy on the back. Someone's got to talk you through and figure it out, right? I was in Taylor's head all day,
It's
and
true.
he played decent.
It's true.
Yeah, Silva was balling off the round, but she was locked
How
in
many
until.
people do you think has a
Not-
caddy that actually talks to them?
I don't know. Great
So little.
question.
3.
I
No
really
idea.
think it's like either 1 or 0.
3 total.
Maybe Gannon and Matt. Not
Yeah,
But
this
how
well,
much
one,
does
but
Matt actually talk, or is it just
That's what
Gannon
I'm saying.
talking at
Well,
Matt and then Matt just like staring at him?
Well, Gannon said last year that Matt had said he kept referring to as my caddy. So like he'd be like, my caddy said blah blah blah. So I think he does. I think Schlebach does have some input, but
Maybe.
I don't know. It's a good question.
I have 2 more
All right,
questions
Taylor, what do you want to do?
for.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're totally fine. I'm going to switch us back here. I have 2 more
Hijacking.
questions that I wanted to ask the boys. I think that Nicholas was pretty criminally underrated by us all coming into the season, but
Yeah.
I would like to ask everyone's opinion. Do you think, one, this is a 2-part question, does Nicholas have a chance to win a major this year? Do you think he will? Yes or no? 2,
Yes.
do you think Nicholas has a chance to be player of the year for 2025?
Oh man.
Yes and yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk my 40%, so I'll wait to talk.
I think yes. I think he's got a very good chance to win a major, specifically the European majors. Obviously, especially the European Disc Golf Festival, because I mean, the one knock on Nicholas is that he doesn't throw AB far, like super far. But yeah, I think yes and yes for
Still
me.
throws far, and he throws very accurate for how he throws.
And he been striping that pole, man. His putting has been insane.
Yeah.
And he's got a blacked out Beamer.
And he
So-
plays Fortnite.
and a cowboy hat.
And I
Two
heard he
of
got the
them.
Sabrina Carpenter skin too.
That guy's gooning.
Imagine he walks into any Texas place and do whatever he wants, man. He owns
What all?
Texas.
Yeah, with that accent,
Yeah.
they'd be like, "Get out of here! Get
Hi.
out of here, Europe!"
I'm here for your steak.
I would like a ribeye. What all is like considered for Player of the Year? Is it just points? Is it-
That's
don't
a
really
good
tell
question,
you.
because there's two. There's the Pro Tour Player of the Year and there's the PDGA Player of the Year. I think the PDGA Player of the Year is
okay.
purely points. I think it is just a point system, but it's still
Okay.
weighted on like majors count more, yada yada yada, whatever. And then DGPT is more voting based. I think like tour players vote; they have a higher percentage weighted vote. There's like a slight fan vote.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
really know why Niklas like comes and goes. It's almost like Calvin, right? Like Calvin will pop off and win a couple in a row or something like that, and then disappear. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe,
I'm shocked. Hammer says no and no to a major or Player of the Year. I think
I say yes and yes.
I think Player of the Year is much less likely. I think I would say at this point in the year, he is my personal favorite to win at least one of the European majors. Specifically, what will be the European Open this year.
I think he could win Worlds for sure.
Yeah.
If I had to put betting odds on Worlds, he's probably like plus 400 right now, which is good odds, by
Yeah.
the way. So
Is Champions Cup in 2 weeks?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
it is the tournament
Is it?
after the
May.
next tournament, but I don't know what time
Oh,
that is.
it's the weekend that Matt gets married.
Let's go, dude. Put that coverage on.
I'm gonna have to put the coverage on.
Oh no.
As always, my friends, I have a game for you tonight.
Oh,
This
Game time.
this is going to be a doozy. I think we're going to like this one. So this is a very similar game, just without a point structure, to our typical game brought to us by another sponsor. This game is brought to us by my sponsor and my local shop, Chalker House Disc Golf. Use
What's up,
Ursa10 to get 10% off at Chalker House. They have all their stuff online, and I love them. But I wrote this down a long time ago, months ago, and I never used this, and I think this is so funny. So they posted their top selling discs at their shop. This is a
here we
shop
go.
in my local area for 2024. This is not listed. There are 5 best selling discs for MVP, the MVP family, Discraft, and Innova. And I would just like to see if this group can complete this list, because this is, again, to borrow a word, eclectic. A list of best-selling discs from 2024.
You know
I
what
think
kinda
this is
sucks, though?
hilarious.
There's no way of us getting the ball rolling on MVP's family being called Trilogy, because that
It's true.
just wouldn't fly, but it totally makes more sense.
Also, poll has ended, and Noah was the winner. If you feel a difference between 2 and 3 speed putters, the people have
it was
spoken.
pretty close. It was by one
It
vote.
was.
You gotta
Yeah,
define
and
it.
That vote was me.
Yeah, I didn't do a good job.
The swing. vote.
How we doing this game?
I'm
Are we
just gonna say
doing,
like
like,
community effort.
individuals,
No,
or-
yeah, I think as a team. Like if you guys I'll give you guys 5 minutes. We're at 55 right now. So add an hour. I'm gonna cut this, and if you guys have completed this list, I will be impressed. That's my metric for success.
And
Which
there's
is
how
what-
many? There's 5 MVP.
There's 5 of each. Yeah, so 15 disc total. MVP,
So
Discraft, and
MVP,
Innova.
Discraft, Innova. Okay.
And do we just rattle off till
Yeah,
we
just,
get it, or
just
how
send
is-
them. Just send
Yeah.
them, baby.
You guys want to start
Avenger
with this?
SS.
Hold on. So
No.
we got to define. Let's just do one disc manufacturer at a time. So
Start with Discraft.
Discraft. Okay. So Buzz,
Yes.
Zone,
Known.
No zone.
Avenger
Force,
SS.
No Avenger SS. No Force.
No nuke.
Flipstream GT.
No nuke. No slipstream.
Raptor,
Nope.
Luna?
Cap wrap.
Nope.
Eat.
Nope. Nope.
Alta.
Alta?
Nope.
Meteor?
Stinger.
Nope.
Comet?
Stinger. Hold on.
Nope.
Stinger.
None of either.
Buzz SS.
Buzz
Stalker.
SS is on the list.
Oh.
So we have Buzz,
Buzz and
SS.
Buzz and Buzz SS, yes. And if those are,
Drive.
I couldn't remember if these are in order of the manufacturer, but Buzz was 3 and Buzz SS was 5. If so, could be irrelevant.
Drive.
No drive.
Kratos.
Kratos is number 1.
Luna.
No
Sagara.
Luna.
I already ripped
It was 2024, so no Sagara.
Cicada.
Cicada was number 2.
Is that all of them?
One more,
One more.
right?
Number 4. Yeah.
Athena.
Thrasher.
Nope.
Captain's Raptor.
Nope. This is gonna be, does Corey know every Discraft disc that's ever been made?
What?
Vulture.
Challenger.
Nope.
Onyx.
Nope. Not
Magnet?
a Paul line. Not a player's
Not a
disc.
Paul line. Okay. Not a Paul line.
Challenger
not a player's
SS. Challenger OS.
disc.
Magnet?
Roach.
Not a magnet. Not a roach. I don't think it's
Can
a
we get a
putter.
hint
I don't
of-
know what
I was gonna
this
say,
actually
can we?
is, but
can we
I
get a
can tell you
hint?
it's
Wait, he
not a
doesn't
putter.
even know what it is?
It's Discrafted meat, but yeah,
Ringer?
it's not a
Oh,
putter.
gosh.
It's not a putter.
Ringer?
I'll tell you in one moment. If infinitedisc.com loads, use my affiliate
I
code,
was gonna say,
please.
can we get like
It is a
the-
5-speed.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
Wasp.
Drone.
No.
Swarm?
No.
Swarm.
Form's a good guess.
So drone, wasp, and
2 minutes left, by the way.
2 minutes?
My
Comet?
man
Do we move
thinks
on?
fitness.
Do we move on?
All right,
Comet's
I'm gonna
force
tell you.
speed.
I'm gonna tell you the flight
Here?
numbers: 5, 4, -4, 1 are the flight numbers.
Oh my.
Oh,
Archer.
the-
Archer.
Archer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dang
All right, let's
it.
move on. Let's move on. MVP.
Hex.
Nope.
Crave.
Trail.
Trail was number 3. No time,
Time
lapse.
lapse.
No Crave.
No crave.
Pixel.
Nope.
Crave. Oh shoot.
Nope.
Indeed. Oh my god.
Anode.
Nope.
Detour?
Spin.
Pixel.
Nope.
Gosh dang, boy.
Um,
And
What are
entropy.
they throwing?
Fireball.
Pyro's number 5.
Okay. Good.
Fireball.
night.
Motion.
No.
Pilot.
Nope.
Proxy.
Trace.
Nope.
What the frick?
Dimension.
Rhythm.
No. Bro, when you guys get to Innova, you are so cooked, by
Peridot?
the way.
Photon?
No.
Insanity.
Insanity was 4. I've never even heard of that
Yeah.
disc. The
Ion?
top two are
Speed.
the top 2 are gettable. The top 2 are very gettable.
Crave.
No.
Already did that one.
Crave, we already said.
One was a fundraiser stamp for a par 2 course that went in.
Envy.
Not an NV.
Glitch.
Glitch is number 1. Second one is very similar to that disc.
Pitch.
Pitch.
Nope.
Yeah. What?
Parachute.
Nope. Not the same mold, but similar.
Pilot.
Nope.
Oh, Watt.
Watt. Number 2.
What?
All right, we got
Okay.
Innova. I'm gonna extend you guys by a couple minutes because we got 15 seconds. for the
Thunderbird.
timer. Not a Thunderbird.
Firebird.
Nope.
Destroyer.
Three.
Destroyer was 4.
Leopard.
Not a Leopard.
Leopard 3.
Not a Leopard 3.
Mako
Lion.
3.
Mako 3 was number 1.
Lion.
Okay.
No
AVR.
lion. No AVR.
Shark.
No shark.
Mamba.
Rock.
No.
Rock
Sidewinder.
3.
No.
Toro.
No
Roadrunner.
Toro. No Roadrunner.
Rhino.
No Rhino. Close.
Wraith.
Pig.
Pig.
Gator.
Pig was 2. No Wraith.
So we
Gator
have fight?
Cayman.
1, 2, 4.
Yeah, we have 1,
Did
2,
you say
4.
Kanan, Tyler? Did you just say Kanan?
Cayman.
Cannon. The legacy cannon.
Isn't a Cayman a
Uh,
disc?
Yeah.
Cayman is, but
Cayman.
you said Kanan at first, or it sounded like you said Kanan, and I was like, bro.
Yeah, Nick
Oh.
Cannon.
AVR.
AVR 3.
Close.
AVR X3.
Close.
AVR X3. AVR 3 close.
AVR, that's a little
AVR
bit more like
X4.
the previous brand that we talked about.
Whale.
Whale's not on there.
AVR that's like a what?
Say that again.
Oh, what's the frick is it called? What's the overmold?
XT Nova.
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 One
Nova.
left.
What?
One
Why
left.
is it Nova on the list?
One
Why is it
left and
Nova on the list?
one left, and this is
Firebird.
a disc that I love. All time favorite.
Boom.
We already said
Not a Tomb. Or
Invader.
Or
The
an
Orc.
Invader. Nope. I wish it was the Orc, but it's not the Orc.
Beast.
Not a Beast.
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie. It's number 5.
So the Valkyrie. So Taylor, the Insanity is a Valkyrie.
Okay. I
Yeah.
can vibe with that. Yeah, I just thought that was interesting how specified, I guess,
Wow.
of discs
Yeah.
that are selling in my area. We usually do that list with Foundation. Go to Foundation, use our affiliate code to make the podcast some money. Go to Chalker House, use Ursa 10 to make me some store credit. You can also buy some of our links. Let me know in the description. Join the Discord if you like the new style. A little bit more laid back, a little bit less planned. But we're in here vibing. We're gonna stop recording for now. We'll probably be in here vibing on the live for a little bit. So join the live next week. We are here every Wednesday at 7:45 Central Time, or on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere that you get your podcast. And shout out
Love you, Mom.
to the boys. Shout out Matt's dad.
I like how you said. I like how you said, "Hey, hopefully Corey knows a lot of Discraft names just off the top of his head."
Yeah. I had never heard of the Archer before, ever.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I used to bag it until I threw it too far for a hole, and then it disappeared.
Yeah, and they also just did a run last year.
Can I show you guys?
with
Or
the-
actually, let me ask you this
Oh,
question.
they just did one now, the Jawbreaker one.
Yeah, they did a second run. Yeah, but they did.
They
like,
need a
part of
flex
one last year.
plastic, like a flex crystal of that. That'd be sick. Okay, so Paul Macbeth versus Ricky Wysocki, Statmando head to head from January 1st of 2024 till now. What do you think the record is based off of 25 matchups?
Rick's got him 70% of the time.
So give me how many wins out of 25?
Whatever's whatever's closest
I'm
to
gonna say-
70%.
I'm gonna say 18. Rick 18.
I'm
Everybody
saying
give me their win total and then I'll tell you the answer.
16.
Matt?
I don't know, 20. It's a lot of stuff for Paul.
Check that out.
17.
Rick was
So
so
was
good
I
last
closer
year.
or was Taylor closer?
Whoever said 18, so you.
I said 16 though.
Doesn't matter.
Closest without
That's
going
why I was-
over.
Oh wait, chat for those watching that are in the weekly challenge. The new weekly challenge stats. Mac takes number 1 with a 250. I take number 2 with a 235.
What's the new challenge, by the way?
Taylor takes a number 3 with a 229.
Yes, I'm
Corey
still number
takes
3,
a
praise
6,
Dale.
and Tyler takes a 5. I don't know.
That's true.
Don't know.
I didn't
You guys
even
have
think
any
about
thoughts?
that.
Should just go out and play your bag. Just go out
Just
and
go
play your
play.
bag. A strong
one?
refresh. Go play your bag.
Here's what I have for you. You
I'm
ready?
fine with it.
Okay.
Mike, you're 4.
Your own bag. Scout's Honor. Play the hardest
Scott's
course.
honor.
The hardest course that you can.
Scott's honor.
Oh, I'm gonna have to
Ooh.
freaking, dude. I'm gonna have to go to this course they're making for MPO that they freaking have barely.
I only
built a
say
back
this because I
nine
already
on.
took time off for my birthday next week, and I'm going to play Bainbridge at least once. I'm going to play the pro. Layout.
Hey.
I'm so excited.
Dude, I might
What,
go play Cooper's Rocks on Saturday.
So if I don't get time to go play the course that I want to play, what about a course? Ooh, I'll be in Ohio next week.
Because there's
God's-
a light on.
God's
There's a
the
chance-
worst country ever.
There's a what?
The worst country ever.
Ohio.
I don't know if it's a country. Is it? I
I'm
don't
just
know how
going
that
along with the
This
meme,
guy's
okay?
just memeing around, man.
Come
The
on.
Gen Zer doesn't know the
My
memes
bad.
in here.
My bad.
I might go
Oh,
play that. What course did we go play, Matt? Echo.
Where Matt fell down.
Oh, you're going back to Cincinnati? Around the area?
It's like Dayton
Yeah.
area.
Play
but-
the Echo. Play Echo from the Golds, and you're gonna have a freaking Fun time.
It's either that or I go play Idlewild.
Guys, how many courses do you guys have played on UDisc? Idlewild was such a fun course, man.
Not
I had
a
a lot
lot.
of fun
No.
there.
Courses played.
Check your
Okay,
courses.
is
played.
UDisc messing up for you guys?
I
No.
used it
kinda.
today and it was just fine.
Like, okay, if I go to maps and then I click on a course and then I go to click the image, it like freezes up. And then if I hit back, it's just a blank screen.
I've played 28 courses.
You've only played 28?
Yeah.
How? You have like 28 in your area.
I mean, I
Oh,
play
are we talking? What are we talking?
We're talking
Rounds
just
or
courses?
courses?
No,
Courses.
courses
played.
you played. You probably need to update the app, Corey, because my phone just said, "Hey, would you like
just
to
did.
update?" Oh,
Like
Have you
earlier
tried
today.
rolling back to the previous version? Bro, how did I feel
played
like I played so good
136.
today and my everyday UDisc rating goes down? This is stop the cap, bro.
Matt, I still haven't played the 2 courses in my own county: Dry Hop and Three Creeks.
I
So-
played
Why not?
49 courses.
Wait, Corey, what was your answer? Or what was yours?
136.
Holy
Yeah, I'm at 77.
smackerels.
My
dude.
most played rounds is the Glades at Meshack Run, which is 20 minutes from me.
I need to go touch
106.
grass.
I will also say that
106
because
rounds.
But also-
I started playing disc golf before the Zoomers and their phones took over.
Yeah.
There's probably a solid 30 courses that I have not played
Guys,
according to UDisc.
this
Yeah,
is what
look
I
at-
have to. This is what I have to play. But you can't even read it. Par 69,
look at my map.
9,172 feet. Yeah, that's crazy, Corey.
This
My
is
map is like all over, so that's probably why.
I'm gonna have to play a course where the back nine.
It doesn't even have tee pads or anything. Tyler,
Guys, remember when we
You-
went to Charlotte?
You know what I feel like?
I do.
That was
And I-
fun.
You know
miss
how
it every day.
people used to like try and go on vacation to catch that one regional Pokemon in Pokemon Go? I have one course in Mexico that I played, and I'm like, that dude, that's my freaking shiny right now.
Yeah.
Dude,
All
this
right,
is such a hard course.
The MPO layout at Bainbridge is par 65, 9,300 feet.
There you go. Big boy status.
Oh, that's nice. UDisc now tells you that if what the
Par would give you rating wise.
Oh,
so the
that's
all golds
neato.
par that I'm gonna play. If I parred the whole round, I'd be 220.
29.
If I
You'd be
parred,
20
Yeah.
more than Silva.
if I parred this
21
layout, it'd be
Silva.
227.
Oh, then we're very close, Taylor. That's 2 points difference. Do you have tee pads or no?
Yeah, it's a very nice course.
Oh, I'm cooked. Mine, like, they put the baskets in and then have them mess with it for like a year.
Very,
Very nice.
course.
Probably one of the best I've ever played, to be honest.
Oh,
Wow.
Old
Scott,
Bainbridge Oaks. Love that place.
what's the minimum radius?
Dude, I need to play that course.
I don't know, Scott. It just
Are
whatever
you trying to come
whatever's
through for
hard
my
around you.
birthday
Don't go
next
crazy.
weekend?
Scott, I wasn't
Uh,
saying that Silva would be close. Silva and I would be close, but I think I've got her for under 20. I'm gonna rewatch Music City Open. FPO.
I don't know, Matt.
bro. I'm up.
I was
I'm up
so loud for no reason.
Delicious.
I don't know, Matt.
I don't know, bro. It's because I moved my mic and it just went right by my
54.
face
Oh,
at
yeah.
that time.
Yo, can everybody say what's up to
Great.
Wyatt H in my chat room right now? What's up?
Hey,
up,
Wyatt.
Wyatt H.
That's
Jinx,
so
Tyler
emphatic.
has to
Thank you.
kiss me now.
I should probably. Okay, so we're saying just play the hardest course in your area.
Yeah, to
Normal
your
back.
best of it. Like I may,
This is gonna be
if I don't end up going to Bainbridge next weekend, I'll just play Eastgate here, which is also.
Are you just taking off
or-
on the day of your birthday or a couple days?
I'm taking my birthday's Wednesday. I'm taking off Thursday and Friday.
Oh wow.
Yo, also Dad's in my chat. Shout out Dad. Hi Dad.
What's up, Dad?
Mac,
But Scott, 12-ish is better than even I thought.
Mac, should we do bald Sunday?
The question for my chat room and everybody's chat room is: do you think you'd be within 20 strokes of Silva Sarnen at the hardest course in your area?
Dude, the hardest course in my area is so many par fours, but it's so like
Dude,
poorly cut.
that's the way to do it. Par
makes
fours are
it
easier. Yeah.
No, I do agree, but their
Par threes are
20.
what
issue
kills ya.
is they're par fours that are not cut at all.
I would not be surprised if I'm just going to put this out there as my opinion on the subject. I would not be surprised if Silva Sarnen beat me by 40.
No,
Taylor.
stop it.
Taylor, stop yapping.
You
boy.
guys have not seen me play recently, man. It's so bad.
She ain't gonna go out there and beat you by 40. Stop it.
I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised.
How old is she, by the way? Never mind. I'm not gonna go down that road.
It's like
I'm not gonna. That
Bro,
was a
immediately
bad
gave up.
question. Bad question.
she's like early 20s.
Yeah.
Dude, this is gonna be such a hike.
Not for mine. Mine is crazy. That's what I'm saying, man.
Oh, I could finally. I like deleted UDisc and re-added it.
I'm telling
I
you
think
guys, if I'm on a T-pad right now, I'm missing my line by 13 feet on average.
Yeah, but as soon as you like get that one disc figured out, you're good. You're right. You're snapped right back
It's true.
to where you were, and then that's when the putter just goes away.
Yeah, I was gonna say I putted insane today, except I just can't throw, and when
One
I can
off the
throw, I
band
can't
and
putt
you're good.
at all.
What did she shoot at Sprinkle Valley? Dad shot plus 11 from the infield.
This is
Why do I
this is
feel like
the,
that's good?
this is the real
I feel like
question.
that's solid.
What FPO player do you feel like you could like compete with?
Beating a duel.
Like the
This is are we talking like a boxing match? Or...
like what?
No, like
what,
a good old fashioned 10
Wait.
paces, turn around, pull
All right.
out the gun,
no,
shoot
stop.
Sarah Holcomb.
It's
How
more
do
like
I-
it's more like this.
Okay.
Who is the best FPO player that you could beat?
Silva Sarnen was +6 for the tournament. The
Mike,
4-round
do not
tournament.
say Hammer. Or Mike, do not say Evelina. Evelina
Mike,
is
do not say hammer.
She
you're getting
shot-
smoked by Evelina.
She shot
You are getting destroyed
2 over and 3 over.
for the FPO. Dad, that might be decently close then.
I would also
Plus 11 MPO to FPO.
I would also, if Mike played Evelina and he was within 10 strokes, I would probably give him $500 as well. That's also an easy $500 bet.
Yeah, she shot. I'm saying from MPO to FPO,
Yeah,
that's probably pretty comparable, actually.
yeah. I would
You have
say
to
so.
see what they rated.
So
His dad
Matt,
or
are you the
chosen
one that-
warrior to go play Silva Sarnen.
Yeah.
Matt,
Go
are
play
you the
against-
one that makes fun of Leke sometimes?
For what?
Like she
I
doesn't
played-
throw far. She's not that good.
She beat me by 20 in a full tournament.
Because she's 950 rated.
I talked about that one round, and she just hit 4 trees in a practice round. Her and Annika, and started off 80 feet from the basket for birdie and double bogey the hole.
Dude, I might be able to beat Katrina Allen. 951 rated
Pre or postpartum?
postpartum.
Go back in time.
Like,
Dude, if she beat
competition?
if she beat me while she was like 30 weeks pregnant, I don't know if I can handle that.
I still love the
This
clip
is
of
a really
AD
nice
just saying,
course.
"You're not bad for a pregnant." That is one of the funniest clips.
That is the funniest thing. Like to
Yeah.
call her a pregnant
Pregnant.
is so good.
I think my everyday UDisc rating is like 220 something, but I also cheat all the time. So
Hey,
Dude, my everyday
What?
UDisc rating doesn't matter.
mom power is real. It's so true. She just has to envision that Tyler's trying to kidnap her child. She throws
Oh, dude,
she throws
lights out
600
then.
instantly.
Mike, is the competition rating? Is that the one that's not a handicap rating though? Are you just saying that because it's the like? Why is it a more comparable thing than? Why is every day more comparable than competition when we're saying? Right, but we're saying you're.
Oh, based on league.
I understand it's based
I
on
didn't know
league
the
ratings,
difference
but I'm
either.
assuming we're saying we're gonna play well, like we're gonna be locked in trying to play well. So why not relate it to that?
I did not cheat in league rounds, for the record.
I did not cheat in league rounds either. But we're talking about a competition. Why would you not use competition?
What's a good everyday UDisc rating?
If you're below 300, you should probably just kill yourself.
Yeah. Hang it up, bro.
Oh. Okay.
Mac took first.
you probably should just end it.
What are you guys at? What's your
Every day or
Dude,
I guess I'll
day
just die then, bro. Same.
I think I'm 225.
Bro, we're talking about my everyday rating is like 220 something, and I cheat.
Mine's like 168 right now. My competition is
226. 226.
Mine says 216.
Realistically, mine is probably my actual UDisc rating is probably like 197.3.
No, that cannot be true, Taylor.
You guys,
Come on.
you guys don't know, man. You guys
Oh,
just
I
don't
bought
know.
the second place.
Actually,
I do know.
I'm on
dude.
a resurgent with mental Tyler as my caddy though. That might change everything.
I've
Yeah.
seen you play. You could whoop my ass any time of the day if you wanted to.
It depends on the course. I feel like
I don't know, man.
because I swear in
Corey's
Charlotte,
Corey's
I
same
sucked
boat, by
until
the
we
way.
played the
What?
Eager Beaver like easy,
You could beat
slightly
me
win
any
course.
day
I was like, oh,
of
this
the
is
week.
my...
Like if you just tried.
I never said I couldn't.
I know that, but I'm saying, I'm just saying, like, you put up these ratings and whatnot from the challenge.
Corey, you do
Or
post some
Corey and
ratings
I've
for the
never
challenge,
played a
and I'm
good
just like,
challenge.
what is happening? Like I've played
I'm
with
telling
Corey.
you, I've like it's not it's the round for the competition is just horrendous. I don't know why.
Can I ask? Can I not? I'm not trying to be mean though.
Here we go. Oh, I've been
Are-
waiting for this.
Okay, go ahead, Taylor. You can raise. your
I
hand.
have a segment I would like to speak for a minute because Garrett is in my chat and asked me about the flip. I threw potentially one of the best shots of my career today with the flip, and I'm so
Wait,
glad he
Garrett's
asked.
in your chat?
Yeah, Garrett's in my chat. Say what's up to Garrett.
What's up, Garrett?
What's up to Garrett?
I missed.
dude?
I shocked everybody. I missed the fairway off the tee. Surprise, surprise. But I threw a little like step
Nerd.
out. Through like a 2 disc widths gap. Little turnover like Annie with the flip to like 1 foot of the basket today. It was so sick. It's one of the best shots I've ever thrown in my life.
And I would love to throw the flip.
Tyler's
New
making
flip,
watches.
yes, new
Scott.
flip.
I am making watch right now.
I would love to try out one of those new flips.
So good. So
How do you
good.
get one?
I don't know.
I think you can use code URSA10. Lookindis.com actually.
Yeah, I might be able to.
Okay, here's my. I'm not trying to be disrespectful here. Do you guys know who Joe Henderson is?
Yes.
She is 906 rated.
I was just saying.
Why you guys mooching,
all right,
bro?
Can
We
I
gotta
say something
mooch.
like a slightly mean? I was just thinking this morning because I saw her post her rating boost or whatever. Like that girl would smack you, Matt.
She throws it 250, maybe.
That's
What are you
I'm
talking?
saying. Your ego would hurt so
Bro,
bad.
what
she
if
goes
we
out there
just
and
fund a
smacks you.
YouTube series of Matt versus FPO and we find like
Dude.
every FPO player that's willing just to go
Don't
play
take-
Matt?
I'm willing to say a lot of. I'm willing to say a lot of them, but look at it's Joe Henderson. I'm saying, how is she 906 rated? Someone
'Cause
give
she
me
can-
is FPO.
She keeps it. Listen, if you keep it in play and you can putt, you're good to go. That's it.
right, but that's what I did today.
You want to know what's more astonishing is that she might be 906, but Diste, whatever her
But
name
I'm
is,
only $8.99.
is 920 rated, which
That
means
pro
she's
that's what I'm
losing.
saying. You're
Joe
telling
Henderson's
Me,
losing to
ratings.
Taylor by 2 strokes.
you're telling me
Yeah, that's
that
true, Taylor. I hear that. Yeah.
you're telling me that it's not an inflated rating.
I don't know, man.
She plays in small FPO fields in Canada.
I don't know.
Ratings
What
are
about
a
Shan-
fickle
You're in the
mistress.
woods in the mountains.
I
What about
also
Chantel?
I also don't UDIS score a lot of my solo rounds to Wyatt in my chat. To be honest. I think Taylor's gonna be sick in FPO in a year or two. Probably. Yeah, if she sticks around.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's definitely inflated for her. I'm not. I've watched her play full rounds and be like unable to throw over 250. This is not going to be.
Oh, I forgot to bring it up.
All right, back to
Taylor-
Tyler's question. Hold on. Back to Tyler's question. Who
Wow.
is everybody pick an
Yeah.
FPO player that you think you could
Yeah. I'm
You
gonna
could beat or you could
All right.
compete with.
compete
Like,
with? We'll say compete
the best player that you think you could be. Me, I'm throwing it out there. Kona Montgomery. I'm smacking her.
with. In disc golf, right?
We should. I was gonna say we should probably change the terms of like
Mike, stop
defeating
yapping,
opponent.
buddy.
I'm trying
We'll
to
say
find it.
Tyler beat Kona.
Hey Google, who's the worst FPL player on tour? My answer is Allie Smith, bro. Allie Smith, no shade.
Yeah.
Teammate on Infinite, bro. Her C1X putting is like 51% right now.
Ooh.
You
You're telling me I couldn't beat Hannah, huh? Right now?
Wait,
She's 9. I got a genuine good laugh from Taylor. My life is made. I am over. I am ending this.
Man, that's so good.
Wasn't that good? I was like, yo, Taylor's gonna love this one. Yeah, she's 948 rated.
No shade. I think I put better than 98% of FPL. Relatable. Today, at least. Today, I can agree with that.
Today, I can also agree with that.
Who is Cadence Burge? She's 950.
She's new.
Rated.
She's like a young new player from Huntsville. That is.
Lisa Fakis is
going
still
on.
957 rated.
Okay, give me. Yeah, let's see here. Give me.
Don't lie, Matt.
No, I'm looking at other
Don't-
stuff.
Don't do it.
What's Allie Smith's rating? I might have to take this back.
I don't even see her name played this weekend, so I can't tell.
Bro, she's 948. I'm getting
Yeah,
destroyed.
946. Yeah,
I'm getting
no.
destroyed. I take it back. I take it back. I don't think there's a touring FPO player bad enough to where I'm confident to say that I'd be competitive.
If you're shooting
Sarah Hokum?
220s, if you're shooting 220s and 230 rounds and you
Wait,
just
Sarah
you
Hokum,
can,
yes, Sarah Hokum.
you can beat Allie Smith.
Anyone? Okay, Tyler.
Kristen
Okay.
Tatar.
Mm.
Let
There
me
we
run
go.
you through
Now
this.
we're
Let me
talking.
run you
I'm
through this.
taking it all down, and if not, I'm at least getting a really good YouTube video out of it.
It's so
Going down
true.
swinging.
Tyler, explain this one to me. You want to here? You tell me this isn't inflated.
I haven't personally
Joe
attacked you
Henderson-
all night. I'm just asking questions.
Joe Henderson shot 12 over for a tournament and was 900 rated from it. Jennifer Allen shot 18 under and she was 956 rated. That's 30 some strokes right there. You're telling me that's not messed up? There's 13 competitors in the field.
I don't know.
I
I'm
just opened our
31
YouTube chat
strokes
back
for
to the comment of
56.
smack the cancer right out of her, and I'm dying, bro.
Oh, good night.
Wait, what?
Who said that and where?
about Kona, right?
Yeah.
Is that what they were saying?
Scott,
Oh,
bro, Scott in our chat.
Scott.
What said that? What? There's no way Scott just said it.
Oh, dude, come on, man.
Okay, what is the math here? I'm
She is a little insufferable though. She's always got something going on. I can't tell if I'm just like
it's mainly the
oh,
cancer.
I
Let's
know
be
there's-
honest.
no.
It's
She's in remission from that, but I'm just saying it's like it's always something with her. It's like sad.
okay.
It's usually
I like
just,
Kona.
it's usually
I'm
just
not
not
hating
being
on
able to
Kona.
putt. I think that's
I heard
what
the
it-
helicopter gave her cancer.
Could be. Could be.
It's those waves, man.
Oh, jeez.
18 right there. There's 12. That's
The
30.
helicopter thing got so much funnier to me after the Reddit AMA when the guy was like, "Yeah, we had to do multiple takes of that and like have the helicopter like come back around."
How, dude?
Well, you
You're
know,
telling me that
it was just like, yo, we're getting a helicopter for Ricky, so Kona, why don't you just hop on in there?
you're telling me that every stroke in that event was worth 1.96 PDGA points?
I'm just saying, I'm asking the question right now then. If you're going to go out and play Joe Henderson, how close is that match going to be?
Incredibly close. What are you talking about?
I'm okay. Here's my challenge. I am playing Kristen Tatar, and I'm beating her at Sprinkle Valley.
I'm officially disassociating myself from this podcast. That's a good idea. But this is also the post-recording Yap session, so we're less
And I am
liable.
also,
We're less liable
dude.
here.
All I have to do is make the island once.
Dang.
That is mean.
Think about that.
Garrett, I
all
can
have
get
to
the
do is
biggest like
hold off.
sponsored by Hooligan Disc graphics on here, or graphics department. Can we get like a huge sponsored by Hooligan Disc graphic for the specifically the post show?
Dude, these ratings are actually dirty for her too. She played in an
So
event with
excited to
2
throw this,
FPO.
Taylor.
She shot 15
groove.
down and made 894 rated over 3 rounds.
The amount of people,
And someone else shot made 858 rated.
the amount of people that I've seen that are just like posting pictures of that on Facebook, like, so what is this just a groove? Like, I thought this was a new emperor. Like, why is it just a groove?
I
Plus or
thought
minus
maybe
3
they were doing some weird
Thank you,
smush.
Scott. I'll take it.
Like what is an emperor? Destroyer
Just-
boss or something like that?
It's just an old destroyer.
Oh, is it
Stable?
Okay.
Is it stable destroyer?
I think it's less stable.
Oh,
thought it
really?
was-
Yeah.
Don't they do a lot of like
I don't
tops
know.
and bottoms?
Yeah.
They do,
So what's the pharaoh then?
The Pharaoh is like, no,
I don't think
Kristen's a
it's
joke. Kristen's a joke.
beating Chris.
Nobody in this
Yeah.
pod is beating anyone in FPO that is in the top 20.
Yeah.
Except
I
for
think I
maybe
could.
Tyler.
Stop it.
The
Wait, hold on,
Pharaoh
I
is,
gotta find this
I
top
think
20.
the Pharaoh is a Shrike and a something else. I know the Shrike is involved in the Pharaoh though.
Okay. That's
Pharaoh
I
is a
thought
strike.
maybe they were doing like groove bottom and then something top.
Hmm.
But either way, I'm just excited to have a groove back because I haven't had one in
The question,
Love a good
20
groove.
years.
the question should be if you had to put up a $50 bet that you were going to beat like another pro player.
Shrike top.
I don't know. Never mind. Oh, yeah, we're past that.
Or not. I'm going to look right now.
Not if you don't want to be.
It's just
All right,
like
so
who's
what
the
did we
best
say,
player you
top
could
20?
you think you could beat?
I think I beat Sarah Hokum.
Garrett sucked in now.
Dude.
He's addicted.
Sarah Holcomb, I'm beating her. Ellie Ezra, I think I can beat her.
Bro, you're
She
telling
throws
me
far, but she's not that accurate.
you're telling me that
Okay,
Henna
that is
Blumroos on the season is a 52% C1X putter and a 3% Circle 2 putter.
Dude, she's really bad. I've seen her miss some really close ones. Like it's
Let me
bad.
run you
Dude,
through
Paige
the
Pierce, number 11, Cat Merch 10.
Paige Pierce?
I might be
Let me
top
run
10
you-
FPO.
Paige Pierce is the second best C2 putter right now on tour. FPO. Shout out
Yeah,
Paige.
but I might be top 10 FPO, honestly.
Okay, let me run you through what happens to me that is bad in tournaments. Okay, because Mike is saying this.
Is it that you fall?
Yes.
Hmm.
Paige Pierce last tournament 933.
Freaking knew it, dude.
I could
What
beat her.
is an FPO layout that we can all go to and play?
Well, I
Toboggan.
can tell you what I shot at
Well, we could play old
whatever its face is.
because
Yeah,
hole
here's-
14 is the one that like you throw like super far into the fairway and then you go up the hill, and like oh my gosh, the MPO
Oh,
plays in that like
USDGC, we could play
ditch
that.
now.
Matt, did you
the-
say you're beating
The
Sarah?
old
Holcomb?
FPO, the tee pad is up farther, but they play it the farther back tee to like the middle of the hill or something like that. So we can't do that, but we could play the rest of the holes. So
Here's what happens to me during tournament. I play my first round, and about hole 15, I start getting tired. And then 45-minute wait, and we come back to round 2, and I'm still tired. And I just play terrible. Every second round, I play terrible. So now the goal is I'm going to just lock in this season, or play events that are one-day events, or where you play every couple
Matt's
days.
going
or,
to
like,
start
every
doing
day.
Tybo.
I'm going to start doing
What if
Tybo.
I have said
Where's
this so many times, but I want to see it, man. I would like to see, because there's no rules against it, somebody in disc golf just go insane off trim. Like start cycling some
Oh
HGH.
my gosh.
Like
let's
get
see the
somebody on the steroids.
Ezra.
on
Ezra.
both sides.
Ezra.
Please, man.
trend. Okay.
Well,
Round
Somebody
one.
do it. See what happens.
That's just being
Round one of the first tournament I ever played, I shot 841. Round 2 of that same tournament, from the longer tees, which is part of it, but also from Matthew got tired because he had a 45-minute break.
I just want
Shot
to see my camera
750.
angle like this.
Yeah, I was
That's
gonna say, can we just
100-point difference in
see
rating.
what's going on here?
All right, and we're seeing Tyler's thighs. He's in his underwear.
There's nothing wrong
I
with
am
some
not,
thighs.
dude.
I
Oh my
mean,
gosh.
So that's 100-point difference between round 1 and round 2. That's
We had
like the
shirtless Matt
consistent thing
last
that
week.
happens to me. Shirtless me.
I want to play Idlewild so bad.
Me too, dude.
Dude, come up.
Where is Idlewild is actually pretty fun. I enjoyed it
Tyler hitting a line.
pretty heavily.
Baby.
Come up.
How
Dude, I
did
played so bad to
if
turn
you were
my
here for the
mic.
whole podcast, how did you guys and also how did the chat feel about how the vibes of the podcast?
Just longer podcast essentially.
Really, it wasn't
Or longer pre and post.
I don't think it was that much longer.
No. I said longer. I just meant, like the same stuff for longer. That I also have. Yeah, what's up, Mike? I also have only played 6 tournaments total, so that probably doesn't help me out either.
the
Unhinged
post show
vibe.
is unhinged. The post show is always unhinged.
Yeah. What's up, Mike?
Definitely not primo vibes.
Primo vibes. What are primo vibes?
Let's shout out hooligan.
When you land with your like sideways with your wheels and your board.
Why is it called Primo though? That's what I always thought.
Probably someone
Shout out Primo.
Jeff
Dude,
Primo.
like Smith grind. You know what I mean? Like
so
yep,
much.
that's probably
overuse.
someone.
Jeffrey
nickname or something.
Cornelius Primo was the first one to
Yeah.
invent that trick.
Yeah,
You just
dude,
feel
you did
before
the
the
thing
person-
that Primo always does, dude. You did a Primo.
Like the best bet is that I wait till after my wedding and then I go on a weekend trip and then I sneak in around at Fairler.
Dude, you better be worrying about something else other than playing disc golf the day after you get married.
I'm not saying the day. I'm saying a couple months after. I'm getting married in less than a month.
Whoa, what the hell was that? Uh-oh.
Here's
Bro,
the real test.
Tyler, you know what you should do actually? Unironically,
up?
if you just streamed this on like TikTok, I bet you would make bank.
Really?
Yeah, he
Absolutely.
I'll think about
With
it.
like a,
I don't
with
know
like a
anything.
When
closer
is GoPro
camera
there?
angle.
I don't know anything about TikTok. I know people who post this stuff on YouTube sometimes.
I would say really anywhere. I feel like TikTok would. I feel like that's just a TikTok activity of like people going live and just doing things. But
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like that would do well.
And then I let my customers see
It's
like
like
how
the
bad I am at this.
ASMR satisfaction piece of like building a watch.
It's
Dude, I gotta
it's
see.
tedious, but
Tyler is building watches.
I'm a watch builder. If you didn't know. Oh frick, that came out. Hopefully
Mhm.
this goes in right.
I need to see what Kristen's score was last year at Idlewild, and then see if I can beat it.
Hey Jarvis.
That would be a fun challenge. I can tell you that is.
Snapchat pays well. There are a lot of creators who are exclusively doing Snapchat content because it pays so good
It's true.
for so little work.
Because their stock was so bad.
Kristen did not play Idlewild last year.
That's garbage.
She
Who
was
won?
she was scared of your series. Owen Scoggins won Idlewild last year.
What'd she win with?
10 down for the tournament.
So what was that average? Like, was it like?
I don't know, man.
Dude.
How am I supposed to know?
You're supposed to be my Jamie.
Sorry, hold on. I can find out.
Gosh. dang it.
Round one, she shot. Round one, she shot 2 down. Round 2, she shot 3 down. And round 3, she shot 5 down.
So I need to beat 5 down.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the FPO layout looks like.
Dude,
Oh,
it might be. It was so confusing layouts there. Last time we were there.
It's because there's
Remember
like
the amount of times we just like
30 holes.
Yeah, we kept wandering around trying to figure out where the heck we were going.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yo, Matt, are you locked in for season 2 of Rivals?
Yeah, you can eat the yogurt. My roommate's grittying because I told him to eat the yogurt. I am excited for season 2.
but okay, everyone have you looked at any of the season 2 stuff?
No.
Yeah, we're talking rivals.
Here's what's
Bro.
happened.
Look how fresh this thing is gonna look. Oh man, you guys can't tell. Maybe if I do it like this.
Emma Frost is just for gooners, bro.
I'm telling you, Rivals is just a gooner game now.
Yeah, you can't tell.
It's such a gooner game. And they're just
Hey,
trying to
Taylor.
let
I don't know
eventually
if it
let
was
you
ever
build
not
the
a gooner.
6-man snow bunny team.
Yeah.
That's what they want you to build.
You know, they needed
Facts.
more supports, so they added Snow Bunny support. Now they're saying we need more tanks. Let's add Snow Bunny tank. Like, that's all it is.
The
But-
strategy.
I don't know. Cap is technically getting a buff, but it's like barely a buff. I'm getting a 50 less shield, and then 25 less health, but then I'm getting a season bonus of 100 health. So
I saw
technically I
that,
come out as a net positive for 25.
I saw they were taking
whatever.
out the Luna Snow power up with Ramon for the Ice Squid, and I was sad, but apparently they're also just giving him a better Gamma Squid with Hulk, so shout out.
The Gamma Squid is so crazy fast.
Dude, you guys are speaking another language.
It's
I love
gonna,
Ramon,
it's gonna
dude.
be
Yeah, I don't know
really
what
bad.
I don't know what they're saying.
Corey, what were you going to ask?
It's gonna be bad already. Freaking the Luna team up would just be so irritating because like if I'm playing Cap, that's what I have. I have faster movement,
Yeah.
and so then I get hit by that thing and I slow down, and I don't have reach really until I get 2 hits off or
Right.
throw a shield or waste of a shield throw. So it was very. I mean, my buddy plays Spider-Man. I play Cap, and hello, Justin.
What's up,
It was
Justin?
just. I don't know. It was frustrating, but at the same time, the Gamma one also looks bad. I don't know. I started learning Doctor Strange because your boy
Bro
probably
is
has to have another hero. in
so
the back, but
good, man. No reason.
He's just ridiculously good.
Doctor Strange is like the best, anyways, isn't he?
No. Do you remember me? I
What's Nicole?
Dude's invincible.
That's somebody else, buddy.
is that
Doctor
Justin or is that
Strange?
Nicole? No, we're talking about Justin in my chat, who's also Nicole.
Oh wow, that's
Bro, were you guys around for my I was doing a putting stream and there was like a legitimate like this kid.
Yes, I was there.
Commenting. It was like this 12-year-old kid that was like, bro, send me a Nintendo Switch, and just a spam sent me like spam posted his address on like 5 of my videos in a row.
good night.
Oh, Justin, bro. Yes, he was in that same stream. He was dating Nicole and they broke
Wait.
up, and it was so sad.
Wait, guys, I have bad news. It says Corey just went live again.
Corey, you going live, brother?
Corey, you live, bro?
Went live.
Nope. It says
I
you did,
ended
but
it.
then... Okay, well, apparently
Wait, I
it's pinging
thought-
that for live.
I thought you broke up that day. How'd you guys just break up? Did you get back together?
Okay, I need to look at tournaments near me, actually.
I need to
So
put it.
Taylor.
Yeah, sorry, you had a question.
Well, my question was, how do I end my stream?
Oh,
But,
just tell me. I think you could do it, but I can also do it, I believe.
Well, I think I did.
Oh.
Unless it's still live.
Yeah, Tyler's making pipe bombs.
It's still live.
Dude.
fast.
Is this a new one?
I just turned it off. At least from
Okay.
my side, I turned it off.
Okay.
I'm gonna have FBI show up at my house tomorrow now.
So we should do that stream thing.
Yeah. I wish we could just use the go live together for what I'm trying to do with this, and we could just go live together on all 3 of the channels, and it would be one chat, and that would be so much better.
I know. But we should do the garage stream. soon.
Yes. Mine end up being relationship and life advice, and I love it. It's so good. Or Nintendo Switch giveaways.
What?
What's the distance for your putting? Like in your garage?
25. That's where I put from.
That looks so much further.
I don't know if I can get 25.
I mean,
I'd have to move around some stuff.
I would absolutely go from less than 25 and make more putts.
I have a line at 10, 15, 20,
I could do 20.
but I don't know if I can push it to 25, but it would literally be like end to end corner of my garage. So
Hey, guys, should I play a tournament Saturday? My fiance will let her be at her bachelorette trip, which will just be 30 minutes from my apartment.
Absolutely.
I've wanted to play this tournament too, but do I just trust that I can lock in for 2 full rounds? It's also
Matt,
an
you-
hour and
you're
50
gonna have
minutes.
to if you're gonna beat what's her name by less than 20.
Sarah
So-
Holcomb.
Silva.
No,
I'm also debating
frickin'
driving
Silva.
home next weekend and playing a tournament. My hometown tournament is next weekend.
Taylor,
Wait, like Franklin?
you and I both know you're not playing that tournament. Don't even lie.
I might.
Are you really?
What is your
Right.
hometown?
Come on,
I'm not
dude.
telling you live on the internet. I'm sorry. I'll DM it to you.
Can
though.
you text me? Is
Yeah.
it
And he's gonna say it live on the internet. Cool.
No, I won't say it. I just think I know.
Do you guys think this
I don't
tournament
think you
messed up
lived
your
in
schedule?
Franklin.
Or?
That's like rich. That's like
No,
rich
I didn't.
place.
When I lived in Nashville, I lived close to downtown. I never lived in Franklin. I didn't have that much money.
Guys, you want to guess what my home course is?
Iron Hill.
What? How did you guess it?
Iron Hill.
All you ever talk about? What do you mean? Would you guess it?
It was.
The
You
joke,
saw me
Matthew.
playing whole
Joke.
16 while you
Joke,
drove by.
Matt.
It was a
Matthew.
joke.
Come on.
Oh my
man.
gosh, I would kill myself.
Somebody get him. Well, you guys just
Whoa,
told me
you're
pretty much
like
build
you're
a whole
from
watch.
like the boonies.
Oh yeah, I'm from the absolute middle of nowhere.
Dang,
He said
I
his.
know that.
Never mind. I'm not going to say it on there.
dude. Have you ever played that course in?
You can't
Dixon?
say anything. Oh gosh.
Disc
here we go.
Insider. I have not. I've heard it's really good though.
That's. I have a video there. I think.
Oh yeah, I watched it. It was the spooky vibes one.
Yeah,
Yo, what's up,
That's
Justin?
cool.
Justin's back.
that's also nowhere near your.
It's not that. It's between. It's between there and Nashville. So,
It's so far though.
everybody wish Justin luck on his state testing tomorrow. He has state testing, but he also broke up with Nicole today. So Justin's got. a lot
Dang.
going.
Oh,
That's
Good
some
luck.
timing, dude.
Justin also has 13 subscribers. Shout out.
Justin, you. Man.
Wait,
Good
guys,
luck.
there's a one-day tournament. There's a one-day unsanctioned tournament
Breaking
at my
up
home
and then
course
going to play a state test. Come on, bro.
on the same day as my
That's
wedding.
tough.
What do I do?
I-
Eric, why did you just comment 9/11?
Never forget,
Never
bro.
forget. Because he knows.
He knows. He knows, man.
Can I tell you a funny story about breaking up in state testing?
Absolutely. Oddly
and-
topical.
what?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. My now wife, we had like a little like dumb fling in like 5th grade, and she broke up with me.
You're not calling it a fling in 5th grade, bro.
Well, what do you
sat
call it
next to
then?
each other at the lunch table, bro.
What do you call it then?
You sat next to each other at the lunch table.
And
That's
we
what
all-
it was.
And she was like my like best friend pretty much. But anyways, we had like we hugged and whatnot. You know, there was something going on, and
Yep.
It
everyone
was physical.
talked about
It
it.
was physical.
Got her
Anyways,
pregnant.
jeez. Anyways, she broke up with me in the middle of a state test, like behind like the lockers, and I did so poorly on like the state testing that the guidance counselors like called my parents to like wanted to know if like something was going on at home because my test scores were really usually pretty good, and they were like so bad that they had to bring my parents in to talk about it. And then finally, years and years and years down the road, I told them like, "Oh no, Bree just like said she didn't want to like talk to me anymore." That was it.
It's always the girls. Pre-planned hugs in middle school is where it's at, says Eric. Also, Justin is in 5th grade, he said, but he also just retracted that message.
Shut up.
But also, Justin, how did you guys break up when I did my putting stream a month ago? And also today. And also last Tuesday.
That sounds like a yeah.
Guys, I think we should have Justin on podcast next week.
Who's messing with who? Listen, life
Do it.
advice with Unfinished Business crew. We got you. Don't worry.
Yeah, you could definitely take Silva.
Wyatt H has the question, how do you film disc golf videos without a camera person? I know the tripod stuff, but it's more tough for my league I'm in. Yeah, tripod is the best way to do it. Corey may have a different method than me, but I just have like a pretty sturdy tripod because my initial tripod fell over in the wind and it made me really sad and also broke some stuff.
I have a tripod, and if you don't want to use a tripod and like look weird, even though it looks equally as weird, you could use a monopod, which is just like one stick, and just shove it in like the pocket of your disc golf bag. So like I always have like a single tripod looking thing in the side pouch of my my disc golf bag, and then you just open the zipper a little bit and like extend it, so it's kind of being held up by the bag, which kind of sucks for like if you're on a hill or something. But I also like it's you figure it out.
My issues were, but yeah, my tripod fell all the time. Also, if you're interested in an Atlas bag, please go buy one with my affiliate link and give me $8. I'd love you. How did this bag, the $30 little infinite slinger bag, I did not fall over one time today. My Atlas bag, like, literally just does not stand up on its own. But this guy was just a rock.
I'm finding that issue, no pun intended, by the way. I'm finding the issue with my lure bag that it falls over quite frequently. It makes me very upset.
Why it says that's smart.
It might just be you.
Yeah, this
I
thing,
knew Corey
this
was
thing
gonna
did
say
not
that.
fall over one time. It doesn't have rails on the bottom, and I wanted the Atlas because it had rails, and I thought it would help it stand up.
All right, let's see if I can give a finished product.
Because, like, realistically, I could fit all my discs in that thing. I don't have that many. Focus.
All right, boys. I'm taking off.
Wait, tell Justin happy birthday on November 10th.
Happy birthday, Justin, on November 10th.
He's turning 11.
Oh.
On November 10th?
Yeah.
So he's 10 years old right now.
Yeah.
Yes, you heard correctly.
Happy birthday, Justin, on November 10th.
And with that, we're out of here.
We shut it down
as well. Goodbye, everyone.
I made a whole watch during that. That was awesome.
Tyler got work done.